Join me as I dive into the streets of New York to see if it really is becoming a nightmare for its residents. New York City, the city that never sleeps, has always been a hub of excitement and opportunity. But lately, there's been a growing concern that the city is losing its charm, and that the quality of life for its residents is rapidly deteriorating. Rising crime rates, homelessness, and economic challenges are just a few of the key issues affecting daily life in NYC. Crime rates have seen a sharp increase, with robberies and assaults becoming more frequent. Homelessness is another major problem, with thousands of people living on the streets, and the situation only getting worse. And let's not forget the economic challenges, with the cost of living continuing to skyrocket, making it harder for people to make ends meet. The streets of NYC are no longer safe, with crime being committed in broad daylight. Just last week, I was walking through Times Square when I saw a group of teenagers getting into a fight. It was chaotic, and no one seemed to care. The police were nowhere to be found, and it made me wonder, what's going on with our city? Are we no longer a place of hope and opportunity, but rather a place of fear and despair? Homelessness is another issue that's gotten out of control. I've seen people sleeping on sidewalks, in cardboard boxes, and even in subway stations. It's heartbreaking to see people struggling to get by, and it makes me wonder, what's being done to help them? Are we just pushing them aside, or are we actively working to get them back on their feet? The cost of living in NYC is also becoming increasingly unaffordable. Rent prices are through the roof, and the minimum wage is barely enough to cover the basics. It's no wonder people are struggling to make ends meet. I've spoken to people who are working multiple jobs just to get by, and it's exhausting. When will we start prioritizing the welfare of our residents over the interests of big corporations? One story that really stuck with me was about a single mother who was struggling to make ends meet. She was working 2 jobs, but still couldn't afford to pay her rent on time. She was on the verge of being evicted when a local non-profit stepped in to help. It's stories like these that remind us of the humanity behind the statistics, and it's a harsh reminder of the struggles that many New Yorkers face every day. The median rent in NYC is now over $4,000 a month, making it one of the most expensive cities in the world. It's no wonder people are leaving the city in droves, seeking a better quality of life elsewhere. But what about those who can't afford to leave? What about those who are stuck in this cycle of poverty and desperation? In conclusion, it's clear that NYC is facing some major challenges. Rising crime, homelessness, and economic struggles are just a few of the issues affecting daily life in the city. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are people working tirelessly behind the scenes to make a difference, and there are glimmers of hope amidst the chaos. So, what do you think? Do you think NYC is still the city of dreams, or has it become a nightmare for its residents? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to learn more about the challenges facing urban areas, check out our video on gentrification and its impact on local communities.